So in the cookie. So in. Yes, hello, hello. Hello, hello. Right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes, hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello. All right, yes, welcome, welcome to everyone who is joining right now. Yes, my name is Maurice, the Crochetmaster. Welcome to our YouTube channel. And yes, indeed, as usual, to those ones who are joining, yes, uh, we always have it in mind that whenever you join, you just have to tell us where you're watching this video from. Okay? So those ones who are joining, please, you can tell us where you're watching this video from so that we can start together. Like as the way you have seen the title, the way it is, that I'm going to be showing you some of the methods on how you can tack the natural uh, kinky braiding. So I'm just going to make sure that, okay, I have to do it this way so that I show it from here so that everyone can see it properly. So those ones who are joining, please, let's do it right now so that we can do this together. And now, there is something that I always want us to learn when it comes to the braiding, mostly when it comes to the kinky, okay? Mostly when it comes to the kinky. Now, why am I saying that? Please, as you're joining, just tell us where you're watching from, which country you are in. This is James from Nigeria. Thank you so much for joining. Yes, Prosi Ali from Dubai. Thank you so much. And the Shalom Atmosphere from South Africa. Yes, thank you so much for joining. So as you're joining, please try to make sure that you tap on that red heart so that even others can see what we are going to learn today. So this time around, I'm going to be showing you exactly how you can tuck in, clippers, how you can tuck in the kinky, natural kinky braiding, and it is very, very simple. So this time around, I want you to give me your view on what we're going to do so that you can be the one to judge, like which method would you use when it comes to that, okay? So guys, as you're joining, let's try to make it a point by tapping on the red heart so that even others can join us. Yes, I have some methods that we are going to use, and this is the hair extension that we are going to be using, and it is color 2350. Okay, 2350. This is how it looks. Okay, those ones who are joining, thank you so much. So as usual, as you're joining, please make sure that you tap on the red heart so that even others can join us. So this is how it looks, okay? And now if it looks like this, it means when we have different types, there are those ones who play it like knotless, and I'm going to be showing you all those methods so that you choose which one is the best for you as we're going to be doing. But now, this time around, I've realized that most of you love to use the gel. Let's now try to use it so that maybe we can see it clearly, okay? Let's try to use it. And we're going to be adding it this way, okay? So I'm going to try to make it a little bit bigger so that maybe we can see it clearly. Thank you so much, those ones who are joining right now. Yes, I have flu. Sorry. So, as per now, let's try to make our partitioning, and this is how it is going to look like. Now, it is you to give me the method that is good for you, and then we continue. Okay? Jasmine, Lucy, love you too, love you too. Okay, now we're going to be separating this into 3 portions, like as usual. This is how we always do. Okay? Now, after separating them, the 2, we're just going to bring our braid, and this is how it is. I always tell you that the extension that you do need to be equivalent to the partition you have done. Of course, don't do such a mistake by parting a small box and then you add a big portion. So after it all, I'm going to wrap it this way, like this, and then I hold here, okay? So after doing this, this is how I'm getting I get it here in the middle, I add still in the middle, I decide to braid it going down, and this one also going down, just be like this, okay? Then we move. But of course, if you have ever braided kinky for it, that the weight blends with our natural hair, so you don't need to harden it, okay? Just have to braid it in a fluffy way. And this is what I'm trying to do. So this is I think you can see how this one looks like, okay? And now as you're braiding it, because you will reach at a certain point where you want like your hair to stop. So you will reach at a certain point that this is your point, okay? So now when you reach here, what we always do is if you have the dread hook, you can use it, but mostly we always use this, okay? Now using this, we're just going to hook here like this, and then we try to bring this upwards. Okay? And we bring this upwards like this. So this is how this one is done. You can come. This is how this is done, okay? And you can see how it looks from the beginning. If you try to look here, I would really want us to zoom well. You can see how this one is done, okay? So now let's go to the next step. Simanyi bano obadde bukwataawo. Okusingira ddala kwata bw'otyo mu gundi kubanga tetugenda mumalayo. Okitegedde? So gundi portrait eba tetugira. So you can see how this looks like. Now let's try another method. And this is what I always see like most people use. Okay? And that is the knotless way. So we are going to do it this way. Because after doing that, still I'm going to come with my Kinky. Now, if I'm doing with the Kinky, it means this time around, to those ones who uses this method of knotless, bambitire jali. Of course, on this one, to those ones who always uses it, they always add in, like, they keep on adding as they move on. So this one, they do it this way, separating the two portions like this. Ompereze. Sagala kunekanya. Ngenda kukola kantu katono nnyo malize. Oba osobola okuba ng'ozeeyo, kuba ng'oneekanyiza. Mpeereza ng'olyawo. So on this one, what they always do is they always start with this, and then they do this. So of course they have to add like this, okay? And on the second time, this one, most of you know how to use this method, okay? So still I'm using the same length and the same volume of the other Kinky, and this one we move it like this. So you can see here the braiding is changing, okay? And now as it changes, it is trying to bring this so still when I'm braiding, I don't have to harden it. Okay? So of course, when you look at this, you can see there's a knot here. And this one, it looks like this, okay? So at the end of it all, we shall have to do another one that is like this. Others have also been practicing using this. Position jewelry. Okay. I've been practicing using this. So, error. So, this one, of course, so of course, others they hold here, and then they try to bring this, and after this, they do the knot, okay, and then they separate this to come with this one here, and then they start braiding. This is also another method, okay? But now when you try to look at this method and the other one, we are going to read them all and we see which one that we can still move with. So you can see this one is with the knot, this one we did with the knotless, and this one was with the inwards, okay? So, all of these one, the way they're done, okay, I can see what she's thinking. Who is thinking? African Amabigo, okay, where's your salon? I might be very far from you guys. So for now here, when you try to look at these 3 steps, and we do have. Like, for now, which one is the best for you on these 3? I would like to see your comments. Why all black? I'm not getting. Are you all black? Yes, please. Hey guys, I was trying to ask, like, which of these 3 methods, which one is the best for you from the beginning, here from the beginning? Using the inwards, using the knotless, and then using this knot. I can see Jimofolo is saying the second one. I want to see someone else so that we can continue. Al is saying the first one, okay? Ashrat is saying the second one. Let's not say it because it's the one we know. We need to say it according to how protective it would be, of course. Okay, the middle one. Okay. The second one, most people, the second one. And then please, I can see everyone is saying about the second one. The second one, okay. Now, if we are moving forward for the second one, let's try to get the reason why would someone saying the second one. The first one can be protective, okay. What exactly the question? The question is, of these 3 methods that I've used, which one would be the best? This one is the knotless. Of course, we always braid it with using the knotless, those people who always do the knotless braiding. And this one is with the inward braiding, the inward braiding. The first one, it looks dready, okay? So we can see there is one, those ones with the first and those ones with the second. So at the end of it all, no one is talking about the third one, just because I think of the knot. We get it? But now, I want to show you, for me, why I would choose For me, I would choose the first one. Now let me try to show you why I would choose the first one. Okay? Let me try to show you why I would choose the first one. Let's go on the second line. Okay. Now, let's go on this line, and I tell you why I would choose the first one. So we are going, okay, since the first one is okay, but the middle is much better, okay? Watching from the UK, thank you so much, Ebon. The flutter lies down better. Close. The flutter lies down better. Okay. Now, for me, my case, I was saying the second one. I would go with the first one. Now, let me try to show you why. Now, of course, now, let me show you the reason why I would go with this first one. So as usual, the way we braid it, of course, we have to wrap here like this, and then we start braiding. So as we are braiding, we hold it this way. Then we start doing the braiding, okay? So this time around, I'm going to try to braid it in the way that it has got growth, okay? Like when you have braided it this way, and now I'm braiding it like now it is like, it has spent like a month, okay, because it is somehow loose up here. It has stayed for a month, or like 2 months, even if they're 3 months, of course it will have grown, it will have got some growth down there. So why I will opt to do this is the way that when it is like that, when it's like this, already it's now with the growth. The only thing is, if I go back to the salon, I'm not going to braid again. Remember the kinky, when they grow, they start looking like dreadish. Sometimes when you plait like your real color, if you have this color of your hair and then you braid it that way. Then first take some water. Sorry. You will find like it is now looking like your real hair, like your hair. Whenever it grows, it looks more nice. So now, it means here, when it has grown and you have the growth, the next step you're going to do is when you go to the salon, they will just have to lock it, just like once, okay? They will just have to lock it just once, like this, and then you pull it down. And I told you, as you're pulling it down, you always have to hold in here, and then it goes just like this. You can see, now it looks firm. So that's when you get the two things from this one. Like, you can always go back and you lock it like this, but when you lock it like this, still it is going to stay for some other good time. maybe like another month or like 2 months. And if you feel like maybe it might be hard for you to unbraid it, you just remove it there and then after all that time. Then for this one, when you try to lock it, it brings the knot up. Let's try to lock this one. Let me first remove some of this. Sorry. It is now fine. Now we have this. Now, this one, if I try to lock it upwards like this, it means if I lock it, it's going to change. And it is going to look like this. So, it means this one is going to continue pulling itself and it remains small. It is going to remain small here. Like you will find it coming up to here. And then it will look funny. But this one, it will go down again and look like it is still new. So that is the only way why this one would look good from this, okay? But now this one, it does not, because for it, even if, since this knot is there, even if you try to lock it, it will be painful because of this knot. So for this one, it's what I just wanted to show you on this. But to go back to the main point, I always see people when you lock the hair like this. So now what we are going to do is that, of course, what we're going to do is that, let me just try to let's try to remove it, because sometimes when it is locked, some people already think that if you lock the hair, it is very hard for you to unbraid it. So what we do is we have to first trace our hair and see it just stops here, and then we come and do that. And even this first one, the one that was locked still, we trace our hair and see like it just stops here. Then we come and cut from here. Then we start unbraiding. And unbraiding this is very, very simple. So that's why, like, sometimes when you do something with Kinky, some people always get scared because they've been feeling like combing it out is very hard for them, and you find them getting scared to do it. So this is how it is, and it is gone. It's the same thing of this one that was locked. You just come and you do it this way. So I think here you can be safe with these. Those ones who can be, those ones who ask themselves, like, when you lock the hair, as long as you don't overlock it so much, okay? Because you may end up, every time you reach in the salon, you feel like you still want your hair and you want to lock it again. And this one, the one that we had locked, still, we have to remove it. You see, now others are asking if they're dreads. They're not dreads. They're threes. Okay? They're just braids. They're kinky braids. So that's why, like, whenever it grows, as it grows, it keeps on looking nicely. No one wanted the one with the knot. Who did? It is the one. So after it all, the main issue that I wanted to see from you guys, like to tell you, was of this method, now we have found out that the other one is better. Though others love doing this second one, because most of us is the one that we know, the knotless, okay? The knotless braiding. Most people know that. But trust me, when it comes to the inward braiding, this one, like I always tell you, it lasts more, like it lasts longer. But those ones have been seeing me like most of my lives when I'm trying to do them. I even always do it without the gel, and you find it looking very, very nice. Okay? So this is how this one is. Now let's go to the main point, because I hope those ones who saw the title that we say that we're going to also to do the curly crochet. And it is our main video that we're going to do right now. So don't go away, because you might miss. Yellow is exhibition, okay? Thanks for the work. Jangotu. Looks like too much pulling, not at all. Wairuka? Nogenda? Ambe unikwenda ukatito kumpeleza nyangwe. So our main issue was to do the crochet. So everyone who is joining, let's now do something good here. And say we are going to be doing a curly crochet. Error. Now, there's something I wanted to first explain when it comes to the crochet. There's something I wanted to explain more, is that whenever we're trying to do the crochet, the only thing that we need to know is that we just have to first know the foundation. The foundation is the cornrow, okay? Now, once your cornrow is very, very nice and is well plated, because this one we use the inward braiding, and this is how it looks. So on this one, this is how it looks, but I'm going to try the way in video technique where you crochet the lock, then plait. Oh, that one's also fine. Searching your channel for a local crochet and you are live. Thank you. Now, the crochet we're going to be doing is this one. It is this one. Anji? Brush over corner. Banzo pea chinanka chin chichali chim. Black. So this is how it looks, but I'm going to show you how the one looks like. And of course, if you can try it, it can also look very nice. togenda kusumagira. So as usual, let's try to, we are going to do this. Now, I wanted to explain something small on this one. Like most of the times when we are doing the crochet, the only thing we need to mind, it looks like this, okay? It looks like this is how it looks at the first place. So what we always do is to cut in the middle like this, and then we just separate this. Okay, this is how it looks. Now, the way it is, when you look at it, it is already big, okay? Now, if it is big like this, it means your cornrow, the cornrow that you're going to do, is also supposed to be somehow big, okay? You don't need to make it small. That is the first thing. So you just have to make sure that it is big. Now we're going to start doing the crochet. And as usual, when we're doing the crochet, first and foremost, let me try to change her because I want to be speedy. I always want my crochet to start them in steps like from the back as I'm moving, okay? So I'm going to start from the back like this as I'm moving. But all in all, when we are doing this crochet, it is, you can do it this way, but depending on where you have crocheted it. Because at the end of it all, someone might pass the hook in the middle of the cornrow. And when you're trying to do this, it might be hard for this to be firm, you get it? So at the end of it all, it might come out. So sometimes it is good, it is better that you just have to pass it this way, and then you hook it there. It is not going to come out. So I'm going to try to be speedy here until we finish our crochet. Anything that, guys, you're going to ask, it is fine. I'm there, you can ask me. But all in all, we need to learn how to do the inward braiding, okay? The inward cornrows. Because this one lasts more longer than other cornrows. I always say this to you guys. So most people, when they're doing crochet, there's this mistake that people do. You would find like someone is doing their crochet and they start from the front. I don't know how you always do it, but guys, whenever you start from, when someone is starting the middle or you're starting from the sides as you're doing your crochet, yes, it is fine at the end of it, at the end of it all, it will come out. But when you start it this way, like the steps coming from down as you're joining, going on top, you be seeing where you're going. Even your client, he can be seeing the journey where it is going, okay? You come as it is giving the picture. So it is always good, like you start from the behind and then you crochet it going that way. But those ones who are starting from at the middle, you're doing it wrong. You always have to start from down and you follow the steps. Okay, those ones who are joining us, thank you so much for joining. like the way I said, I'm going to try to be speed on this one. And then another thing is, we can braid, we can do crochet, everyone can hook it the way I'm doing, but the most important thing is the finishing, okay? The finishing is the most important thing. So, what is it? Kali kam? To. So at the end of it all, you just have to make sure that you crochet following the steps, but all in all, the finishing is the most important part. The finishing, once you do a nice finishing. So here, then first try to change. Now, on this one, of course, as usual, when you're doing this, your client might be, sometimes they want to do it in sideways, okay? And you always have to crochet it going on the sideways. So you first fill that side before you fill the other one, so that it comes out nicely, which are same. And as we are doing the crochet, there are those points that are need, like your support, it is a must, you need to pack them, okay? Like they need to be packed. There are those joint, if there are those points that makes the crochet to balance, and most of the times you always need to pack them very well. And once you don't pack it very well, trust me, you'll always see your crochet like it's not balancing, and you ask yourself why. So that's why I always advise people to start from behind, then you move. It's too much take out. Kata we go to tool. But we go out to get up tool. Can never take a once because you end up at Hello, Village, Yabe Sumura. What is that? Hello, Village, Sumura. So there are those points that you need to pack them very, very well, okay? Because sometimes I always feel bad, like whenever I see someone saying, like, it can no longer plait crochet, that maybe the crochet broke their hair. I always feel bad because I see these would be the best hairstyle that wouldn't even make our hair to break. Just in case you understand how to do it. Sorry. So, this is how you move. Like the way I told you, you have to crochet, moving, following the steps. Since it's going to be a sideways, sorry. Like those ones who always, I've seen like that some people always do the weaves or the sideways, okay? The way they sew, you find someone sewing from here going this way just like that, that is the same way that you also need to crochet this once you know that it's going to be a side way, okay? Those ones who are joining right now, of course, we are crocheting a curly crochet hair. And this is how it looks. Hi everyone who is joining right now. I think let's try to crochet and then we'll see how we're going to do it, okay? Greetings from Jazzy. Thank you so much, Gwendolyn. Oh, sorry. Yes, Gwendolyn, love you. And remember we did this same hair last time, but in a different way. So this time we have tried to add on all the, like all the sides. We have put the crochet, the cornrows. So let me try to be speed here so that we finish very well. So still, I'm going to first come back behind. So this is how you always have to set your crochet. You do it like the way it is, like you find as you're moving, even the client is already seeing the outcome. But when you start in front, from front, and then you find someone's going in the middle, just have to keep on disorganizing the head until someone is seeing the final, someone seeing the beauty just comes from the final touch. It is not good at all. At least you finish when already someone is seeing the picture. So most of the times, this one just takes some few hours, and there you're gone. And maintaining is always very easy. Like now to those ones who have the real human curly crochet. This is how it is. I'm going to try to put her down. Mostly we always have to focus here at the back for the crochet to balance well. So you just have to move following your lines. And this one you can use only 2 pieces. Maurice braid down, looks nice. Thank you so much. See how it looks. So here in the middle we focus there very well, because this is where someone always lean onto, and you don't want someone to lean and then the shape just disappears. Okay, so you make sure that you do pack it very well. Now you see how I'm going like this. Now when I see like how I'm on that position, then we can change and come to this position. Looks very natural. Yeah, it looks very, very natural. It is said. So here, so this is the good way of doing your crochet, just following. Geza kwa chisonsole chibe kalime kujanga kabisa. Take it. So in fact, if I'm not like, if I'm just doing it without like talking and doing all this, it can just take me like 40 minutes, and there you go, you're done. So plus the one of doing the cornrows, the time for doing the cornrows. Bena, not just so. There's no video in that. Now here, since I'm going to Hmm? Ridiculous. How? Oh wow, what's a beautiful face. Obwedda ndaba gyali amwenyereketa. Kumbe bamuwaanyi. Sure.
Thank you.
Someone saying that you have a beautiful face.
Thank you.
Are you sure? So you can see even how I'm using my crochet to, I always see that some people who always crochet, the crochet going upwards. I don't know how you be doing that, but when the crochet is going upwards like this, I don't see it as a locking. Barbara, I'm not in London. Take the chance of fun now. I will London.
Oh, really?
Kusigara muziriri. Liri kitegeeza ki?
Really?
Mama nako kasali. Emanya wali onakunankisa kandi ogenda kuggaawo n'otoonya manya. Namo n'okula mobile money nekwa ti ti. Dude, mboseka bulungi. Kweli. Ali muzikubisa. Ate ng'obyonoonya. Ajeyo original oba luli obadde omwenya bumwenya. Tebinyuma. Tebikyanyuma kati. Naye okutamya ennyo omukuumi. Sigale bw'oti. So now, when you reach here, there is something that you need to understand also. Like that those people who have got long forehead, okay? And those ones with short forehead. And I think you know how those ones with long forehead, sometimes they always want to hide their forehead. Sometimes those ones who want to hide it. Okay? So most of the times when you reach at that point, you just have to, if it's someone with long forehead, of course, you play it as like you don't. What human hair can I use for a natural twist outlook? Of course, you can use the Afro bulk. It can come out nicely. It is the one that I've ever used. So this is what I was telling you, that you just have to make sure that as you're doing the crochet, even the person that you're trying to add on the crochet is seeing the progress. Because now, if like those ones who are seeing, even if it was her in the mirror, she would be seeing like how she's going to look already, okay? And I think that is the same thing that you're also saying. You're already predicting on how she's going to look. So when I reach there, Also need to come on this step also to make sure that I come upwards. It's okay, ndi budget. Isekeza kila mtu mlachali yeye. In front here, I want to add on something small, because sometimes when we pull it sideways, we always want to see that small thing there, not something that is huge. Like that. Challenge, wabukoro. Wabukoro. Tinchonga ntolyo no tonyo. So if I reach here, still I have to go again this ways. So you can see how I keep on doing my crochet. Like the way I said, when you're here on top, you should always try to understand the type of forehead. That those ones with long forehead and those ones with short forehead. So the way we played those ones with short forehead, the way like we pack here in front, is not the same way we do those ones with, the way we do the ones with those with long forehead, it's not the way we do those ones with short forehead. So you also have to understand that. So the finishing is very, very important when it comes to this hair. Kanuko chip. Ebe shani. Neja kuimuka. Watch game. They all want one or two, this in set. No hair included. What? But the calls make her more delight. Wow. Thank you so much, Elf. And we know just come home. But why was some to them kinky? Why are you saying wow? Who's wowing you?
No, just like my look.
Just like your look.
Yep.
Are you sure? You're looking like those ones in 90s.
Nope.
The Whitney's.
Whitney Houston.
The Whitney. Did you know that? That you're looking like those ones in 90s? Did you know that? You didn't know? Mani. Tokola e. Tokola era. To. Oyo chamto wange. Fetukola chi? Fetukuba. Baba lero babadde bagamba ani eyakoze era. Ate tebanawa muteekayo. Busanduuku. Sinakulaba eyakoze era eyo. Ate ng'abadde ngayo. Era. Era. Eyo togeza mwana wa mama. Ate no banyumira ng'agamba mwana wa mama. Kati awo. Mpaka kananga. So now, when we reach at this point, we're just going to be doing the well done, Madeline. Thank you so much, Maurice, Rose. Okay. Gundi eri ku side oba. Thank you so much, those ones who are joining. Thank you so much. So now, like the way I said, that most of the times, the only thing we need to focus on is the finishing. The finishing is very, very important. Of course, when you look at her, she's already seeing like where she's going, like how it looks already. You can also see it there, okay? By the end of it all, we need to do the finishing because it is the most important thing. Abaana balina era. Abaana balina era. Hi, Carl. Hakiri watusiibula leero. So now, guys, let's try to do the finishing. And of course, sometimes we always want to pin up here, but I don't always want to pin, because if it's going to stay for some good time, I always advise at least we sew in there. Evuddeko sati clippers gwekyako oyingiddeko wala soko ojjeko okomewo. Era kusanzeeko. And you just have to sew in there. You make sure that your thread is not showing when you're doing that. Awona waliwo ne kava ennungi. So mwaba crocheting bw'oba ng'oli wano mu maaso wano womanyi nti ogenda kugira ntera obagamba temuteekako kagundi kamu agasiiza aganenenene naye ogenda kwesanga nga bagikuwadde enkya era ogataddeko ate topakirawo because at the end of it ogenda kumala okoleki oyo enjala agenze ntuusi nga waliwo gwe batandika gundi webadde ki so now here, but always something else is you also have to make sure that you already know.
Maurice, kindly advise on how much. Kindly advise on how much thanks.
I advise
How
on
much is this here? I don't know what it is.
how much is this hair.
Mm.
I say $18.
This is not an answer.
Mr. Namsok, no.
Maybe if she's not here.
You're in Uganda? Ali ku mupiira oyo. Wali naye akaloboozi kayitamu. Sajja ayinza otukwata copyright. Oh, ejangu n'emitwalo 15. Ne ka 15 ka 12. I don't think it's even. So now, after this, we're just going to cut off. Now let's try to do our finishing. So then the only thing we need to focus on is to leave this fluffy look staying there. So it means if I'm going to trim, there is nothing else I'm going to over trim here. It's just something to make sure that I leave it in the way, in the afroish the way it is, but just to trim these small ones that are okay. You see? I guess you can see the look already, how it looks. Now, since you have to maintain the look of the afresh, of course, I have to mind. Someone else? AF, thank you so much. This looks great and really suits the model. Thank you so much, AF. We love you so much. Yes, AF has gifted us. Thank you so much. Shout out to you. Thank you so much. And yes, when something is good, yes, indeed, when you appreciate, I also feel good that the work that I've done, it is really interesting. So here we go. You can see how this looks like. And after it all, I always want to first remove the this so that we can see if it is really down. It is not disorganizing her neck. I love your top. So this is how it is. We just have to make sure that, real bad man. So indeed, this is what I was trying to show you, that you don't need to make it so hard, and to make it looking more natural, we always need to maintain these front ones. Yes, others can be short, others be long. And since it is curly, it is not always going to overfall in her face. Like anything she needs, it stays there. And maintaining it is very simple, as long as you have the hair moss, okay? Especially while sleeping. Of course, you just have to use the hair bonnet while sleeping. You just put the hair bonnet and you sleep. There's nothing else. Waking up, you just have to, you're good to go. You wake up and then you added the hair moss. Once you add in the hair moss, there you're good to go. Plus a moisturizing spray if you have it. You know those curly crochet, those curly the spray for curly waves. They're the one that you can always use. So let me try to put and we see.
These are masters. Now Kasige has to go on point. You're going to take pictures now? Yeah, I might take them now instead of tomorrow. Take the video and later.
So now, when we're done, of course, like the way I said, we have to use the moss. Gwendolyn, thank you so much. And here we go. I just wanted to show you how. Nyonge? Hey, utakumanya. Wala kweli ino soko jijaho. Nojikoraho chiyo. Oine na sente zosoku teka live. Nja kurangira live. Ola Wi-Fi. So now, I just wanted to show you how it looks like when you add in the moss, the way it is going to make your curls look like. Okay? This one we all know, like once you do the synthetic hair, or maybe the human hair, that once you add in the moss, it always gives you those it gives you those good curls, okay? And then when you're spraying, you don't use these other sprays like the sheen. It needs to be spraying like this, okay? Like a moisturizer. This is the spray that also supposed to use, okay? Anything that is curly. For me right now, I'm using the tea tree. But for you, when you sleep, you put on a hair bonnet, and then when you wake up, just remove it, you add in the moss, and after putting the moss, you just have to go there. Hit that button, yes. Very beautiful. Thank you. So for now, this is what I got for you. Thank you so much for those ones who have been with me ever since we started. I'm very sorry for like how I'm talking, but I have flu. That's why I'm talking like that. But this is what I got for you. My name is Maurice, the Crochet Master. Thank you so much. And she can also tell you the experience of the hair as we are signing out. Thank you so much.
I just love my look. I love my hair. Thank you so much. Thank Thank you so much, Mr. Morris. My name's... Oh, I'm called Jalia. I'm called Jalia. I just love my looks and thank you so much, Mr. Morris, for working on me. I don't know even what to say. I just love how I look.
Hey.
Ciao.
Bye-bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
See you. May the Lord bless
Bless
you.
you.